Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. So I was sitting down and I was thinking and I was like, you know what? I don't have a lot of like drugstore makeup. I used to love drugstore makeup like years ago, and it's just, not years ago, but during 2020, I just kind of like stuck to kind of like what I knew and what I liked. And we were in the middle of like a pandemic, which we still are. But I was just kind of like reusing the same things over and over and over again because it was what I knew, it was what like I loved, and I still love all of that. But I was looking at my channel, and a really popular video was actually the first video that I ever posted, which was called a semi-affordable makeup look. And that video was just like, I watch it and I cringe. But whenever I go to my channel, that one like gets a lot of views. So I was like, you know what, I need to go back to that. I need to go to the drugstore and get some affordable makeup. That's exactly what I did. So there's about 3 things in here that aren't drugstore. That's because 1, I forgot, and then 2, I can't stray from these. They're just like, I need to use them. So yeah, so I'm going to give you guys a affordable makeup look, makeup tutorial, full face, eyeshadow, base, like all that stuff. So if you're interested, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's jump into this video. So I'm going to start with my eyes, and I'm going to start with my Morphe Truth or Bare eyeshadow palette. This one I got not too long ago, and this has been the only one that I've been reaching for whenever I do eyeshadow. So this is, I think, like $18, and I love the colors in here. I love that they're like more on the cooler side because I have so many warm toned eyeshadow palettes that I just need like a good old cool tone. I'm not going to do anything like too dramatic. I'm going to kind of keep it like pretty simple. So the first color I'm going to start off with is this 4th one on the top row right here. I'm going to go in with that. I'm not going to prime my eyes. I typically don't. I probably should get like into that again, but I don't know, I just kind of like not priming them. I feel like sometimes it works like better for me. So I'm just going to go and I'm just going to like just put this in my crease. Alright, I'm going to take this like grayer toned right here in the bottom row on a more like dense brush. And I'm just going to like buff that in as well. Like not too crazy. Like I said, I want to keep this like pretty simple, but I'm just going to do like an outer V thing where I just kind of go like that and then go like that. So 99% of my brushes are affordable, honestly. I don't really have really expensive like top of the line brushes. I pretty much only have e.l.f. and Morphe and some Primark brushes, and that's it. Like this one happens to be a Kylie one, but that's because I got it in an eyeshadow palette like 500 years ago. But 99% of my brushes are Morphe, and I love them. And I've been using the same brushes for years, so I don't necessarily think that, I mean, of course there are some brushes that you should definitely splurge on, but with the way the industry is now, I definitely feel like you don't have to go and buy like top of the line brushes because you can get so many good ones from Morphe, and I love all of their brushes. So this is what the look is looking like so far. Just pretty like simple, nothing like too crazy. I'm actually gonna go into this gold shade right here. It's like calling my name, and I'm gonna place that on my lid. I haven't done a gold eyeshadow look in what feels like forever, and gold eyeshadow used to be my favorite. You guys remember, I think it was Urban Decay Naked 2. It had the shade Half Baked in it, and that was like the shade of like the year. Everybody loved that shade, Half Baked. Yeah, so did I. It was like this perfect gold, and I just freaking loved it. So there's that gold shade. Wow, so pretty. So I'm just gonna go back in with, actually, I'm gonna take this shade right here. It's like brown shade on that same like Kylie Precise brush. I have glitter in my eye, and I'm just going to like buff it out. Just give it like a little bit of warmth. I used to put like a lot of effort into my eyeshadow, and these days I'm just like, no, like I can't sit here for hours and blend like 3-4 shades. Like, let's just keep it moving. I can't sit here forever. That completes the eyeshadow look. So the one thing, well, one of the things that is in drugstore is my liner combination. I use my Kadra Wink, is it Wink or Wing? Wink stamp, and then my Too Faced Better Than Sex liner. I was like, what am I trying to say? So I'm going to go ahead and do that quickly off camera because I've done this a million times on, I feel like I've done it a million times on camera. I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and do this off camera because it's not affordable, so be right back. So I'm back. I just went ahead and did my liner. There we go. Done, done, done. So I don't have a primer, and I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna use this Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Primer. I do apologize, but typically, honestly, I don't even really use primer because I do put my moisturizer on in the morning, and then I typically just, I don't know, I just don't really use primer, but I'm using it now just because I wanted a little bit of moisture, and this is a really, it's not super moisturizing, but it is a little bit more on the moisturizing side. But you can use like whatever you want. Use primer, don't use primer, whatever. So I'm really excited because I've never tried this foundation. This is the NYX Bare With Me Tinted Skin Veil. Tinted. Is it going to be full coverage or good coverage? Provides seamless coverage. Whatever, we're going to go with it. So I got mine at Target. I got most of these things that I'm using today from Target. I got mine in the shade True Buff Beige. This is what I thought like looks closest to my skin tones. Oh, this is actually kind of dark. But we're going to work with it. So that's what it looks like. Can you tell? Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put it on. It looks like it has the potential to be like decent coverage. Do you guys see this pimple that I'm rocking on the side of my cheek? Like, what are we going through? And then this one has been living on my head for like 3 weeks. I need to start charging it rent because this is just like absurd. So I'm just applying some. Let's cover that pimple. Let's cover that pimple. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do this. I'm going to use this double-ended e.l.f. brush, and I'm going to go ahead and buff this in. I mean, that's not horrible coverage, like it's covering. I actually am really trying to get more into like the medium coverage products. I don't really want to always be so full coverage, especially just, I don't know, I feel like that's like the new trend is to be just like natural. And definitely COVID taught me to really embrace my skin because I was somebody that was like, like I'm not going to work without foundation. I'm just not doing it. Like I was really just not confident in myself, and COVID really changed that for me. So I'm really thankful that now I'm like, you know what? I'm going to work with no foundation because first of all, I'm wearing a mask, so who cares? Second, it's just like, this is what I look like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not ashamed of it, and that's that. So I'm really happy because if I was able to go back 5 years and like tell myself like, embrace your natural beauty, just embrace yourself, like I think I would punch myself in the face and be like, don't tell me what to do, like I'm gonna wear all the makeup I want to wear. That's like how I was 5 years ago. But now I'm really just into like letting my skin breathe. Like I just love that. So I'm not ashamed of my skin anymore, which is good. I feel like that's like a big growing thing. So I'm gonna take some more. That looks like a lot, but that's only because I'm gonna put it on my skin, and I'm going to use a sponge because I always push the initial product in with a brush, but then I like to go over it with my sponge. This is my e.l.f. sponge. This is my favorite sponge of like life. It's the only one that I've used for the past like year, and I recommend it to everybody, and everybody that tries it loves it, and it's $5, so it's a really good sponge. This is what my skin looks like, and honestly, this gave me medium coverage because you can still see that guy chiller, and then this guy you can still really see, but I like it. It really did even out my skin tone, but I don't look like I'm wearing a mask. This is really like breathable, lightweight coverage. This is definitely more medium because obviously you can still see some imperfections, but I'm not mad about it. So, alright, next product I'm going to use is, you guys remember this? I used to like die for this concealer. This is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. I got it at Target. I was in Target and I saw that they sold it, and I was like, what? Hold up, let me get some. So I got the original shade in C2, and then when I put it on yesterday, it was like, honey, I am too light for you. So I went back and I got C5 to kind of like mix together and make my perfect shade. So, and then I'm going to use, I haven't used this, but I remember people used to love this. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder. I just got it, and I don't know. Oh, no, it's not. I was like, you know when sometimes you buy stuff from like Target and then it's like open and you didn't check, and that's what I was going through just now. I was like, damn, Did I check this to see if it was opened? I'm actually not going to do concealer. I'm going to go ahead and contour. I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Mega Glow Makeup Stick Contour. I tried this during quarantine, and I freaking loved this thing. But it seems a little, looks a little dry. Or it feels a little dry. Alright, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and use my, where is it? Oh, it's right here. My e.l.f. buffing brush and use this to buff this out. Let's see. It is a little hard to blend. This is old. This is from like April and we're in January. Well, I mean, it blended out not too bad. Like it definitely gave me a little bit of like a shadow, which is what I wanted. But I've had this for so long and I haven't used it in such a long time. But I mean, that doesn't look horrible. Like, it actually did blend out pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and use it over here. I always do my contour right above like where my cheekbone is because that's how you're gonna get the most dimension. So now moving on to conceal. I'm really excited because yesterday I mixed this with my Dior one because I needed a darker shade, so I didn't get a chance to really see how it was on its own, but I know like 2-3 years ago it was like my favorite one of life. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with C2. I'm gonna apply that to my corner and a little bit down my nose. I'm gonna go ahead and use my sponge. I was gonna say brush, my sponge to go ahead and buff it out. This, when it first came out, I remember it being like all the rage because it was pretty much a dupe for Tarte Shape Tape, and that was when Tarte Shape Tape was the best concealer like on the market. Everybody loved it, and then when this came out, this was like the perfect dupe for it. So I remember I used to freaking love it. This is how the concealer looks blended out, and look at that coverage. Do you guys see that? I think it looks honestly amazing. It is a little bit more on the drier side for sure. It's giving really nice coverage, but you can kind of still see my dark circles kind of peeking through, and it is a little bit lighter than my base, but that's fine. No biggie. So I'm just gonna go ahead and smooth it out, and then I'm gonna use the Photo Focus powder to go ahead and bake like I would any other concealer. I'm just gonna take what, that is a lot of powder, oh my god. It looks like a crazy amount, but I really didn't even put that much. So I'm gonna take what's left on the sponge and just kind of push it in to around my nose and stuff like that. I'm not gonna let that bake under there for too long just because of the fact that that is more like of a drier concealer. So I'm gonna go ahead and like 2 seconds, go ahead and wipe it off. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and do my brows quickly off camera because I hate brows and I think that they're so boring. And yeah, but for my brows, I will be using the Colourpop, what is this, Brow Boss brow pencil. This is the only brow pencil that I use. It is so flipping good and it's only $6. So yeah, but I'm going to go ahead and wipe away this powder. So we got the brows on. So now moving on to bronzer. I picked up the brand new Physicians Formula Matte bronzer, the butter one. Yeah, butter bronzer. Do you remember the original butter bronzer? You know, I noticed like one of like the last times that I used it that it had shimmer in it, and I never realized that. I'm going back like 2 years ago, and this one is the matte one. So I'm hoping that this is better, but that one everybody loved, but right before I stopped using it, like I said, I saw that it had shimmer in it and I was like, what? No. Oh my god, it smells. This smells so, I don't remember the original smelling like this. Like this puts me on a beach. Wow. I freaking love that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and bronze my face using this. So I'm just going to go ahead. Ooh, that has a lot of kick up. Can you guys tell? I'm definitely going to dab a lot of it off. And then I'm just going to go ahead and dab it on because I don't know. Yeah, it is definitely pigmented, so I don't want to go in with like swiping right off the rip. So I'm just going to go like in the dabbing motions. I feel like you have more control when you do that, so that's what I'm doing. Yeah, this is, whoa. So you see this side compared to this side, this is real pigmented. dabbing. It's actually a really nice bronzer. It is just very warm. So it is definitely more on the warmer side. What do you guys think though? How do you think it looks? See how frigging warm it is? It's not bad, but it's definitely like, I definitely need to be a little bit tanner if I want to use this, but I don't think it looks too bad. So I'm debating if I should do like a lower lash line. I don't know if I really want to, but a part of me like does. I'm like, you know what? Go big or just go, don't do anything, you know? So I'm actually gonna go back into the palette and I'm gonna take, I want to use this like, yeah, I'm gonna take this deep brown. I was gonna use a purple, but I'm actually just gonna go ahead and use the brown on this, what brush is this? This is a JH42, and I'm just gonna go and place that under, like right on my lash line. Just like that. See? I do half of my lower lash line, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and connect it and just bring it all the way in. I kind of regret going all the way in, but that's fine because I'm going to use my NYX liner. This is what it's called, the Faux Whites liner in the shade Vanilla. And I'm just going to go ahead and put this in my waterline because I do want a brighter like effect. I don't like it to be too dark. Now that I'm like totally done with my eyes, I'm going to move on to highlight. And this used to be my favorite highlight of life. It still is like up there for me. This is Morphe in the shade Extra. Oh my god, I talked about this for like months and months straight. It was the only one that I used, and I repurchased it I think last year. So I figured why not use it for this video? It's perfect. So I'm just gonna go ahead and highlight my cheeks. Not too much, but I do still like a little bit of highlight. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use blush. This is the Colourpop Hello Kitty and Friends blush. My friend Nicole got it for me for Christmas, and I'm gonna use this shade. Well, the shade looks like this. It's like a really kind of like deep pink. I think it's called, what's the shade? Bundled Up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little bit. This is a pretty pigmented one, so I'm not gonna go like too hard, but move on to mascara. I'm gonna use my L'Oreal Telescopic. This is just such a good mascara. It is my everyday mascara. Like this is one that I've been using for years and I continue to repurchase it just because it's so flipping good. I love it. I'm going to move on to lips. I'm just going to use one lip product. This is my Sephora lipstick in the shade 7. This is only like a $7 lipstick, so it definitely fits into that affordable category. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it on. It's just super simple. It isn't like a color for everybody, but I love this color. So yeah, so now I'm just going to go ahead and move on to setting spray. The absolute last step of this. This is the Morphe Luminous setting spray. This is probably like one of my all-time favorite setting sprays. I'm going to go ahead and just use this card to block it and go ahead and spray my face. Guys, so that completes this affordable makeup look. I actually really like how it turned out. The only thing is I should have just left my lower lash line like I typically do. It is a little like darker than I would have wanted it, but that's totally fine. But I really like how my skin looks. It looks really good. My concealer looks amazing. The powder really, hold on, I don't have my handheld mirror, so I have to like lift this mirror. But my concealer looks great. The powder didn't make it look cakey or dry or anything like that. The skin tint is definitely more on like the lighter coverage side, which is totally fine because I don't mind that. I do, like I said before, I am going for more of like a lighter look, but I really love this and I think it came out so good. Let me know down below if you guys like this video, if you guys liked this look, and let me know if you guys have used any of these products, and if you want to see more makeup tutorials using more affordable products and stuff like that, see like what looks you can create and whatnot. And yeah, so that is all I have for you guys in this video. I really hope you guys did enjoy. Please do not forget to go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up and to subscribe, and I will hopefully catch you guys in my next video.